love this game though. But there's definitely gonna be a bit of a gap in my channel. Maybe not huge, but there'll be a bit of a gap for sure. As in some of my other playlists. It's what it is.
Good.
Cora.
Sure.
You're not on Nomad guard duty?
No need. Word's got around. Wonder how Sloan will crack down on the collective.
I don't remember the context of this at all. She'll target Reyes.
She'll hunt Reyes down right away.
Can't say I like either of them. I like Sloan less, but better the devil you know.
They don't know what the context was there, though.
You were right, Ryder. Now that the political conflict is resolved, Kadara Port is growing on me. Growing like the searing pain of an infected flesh wound.
Gnarly.
Need something?
I've already asked this guy these questions, obviously, but I don't remember them, so I'm going to ask him again. Are the docks safe?
How safe is it here?
Safety's a commodity on Kadara. It depends on how much you're willing to spend. The port's gun-free, but murder comes in all shapes and sizes. Still, better than living outside the mountain. It's no man's land out there.
Keep him busy.
Does Kadar get a lot of traffic?
Since we moved in? Oh yeah. Kadara is one of the few planets in Helios with a functioning economy. Got Angara and exiles from all over Helios moving their cargo through this port.
That's all for now.
Thanks for your time.
Back to work.
See the Tempest in the background there. What a sick looking ship.
Reyes Vidal? Really?
I don't really remember much about research and development. Yeah, you know what? I don't care, honestly. Don't care enough. I don't even know what I'm doing here. Let me check. As I say here, White Death. The local sniper has asked for help tracking down a hidden wraith. Scan the ice to reveal the cloaked enemy. Scan for the wraith. Well, obviously that's not here because there's no ice here. So I believe that'll be going to my ship then. Yeah, this thing is so cool. Alrighty, let's see where we're headed.
Now orbiting
Oh,
Kadara.
Joel wants to see me, eh?
Anomaly on sensors.
Hold up. I want to see Joel first. I'll talk to some of the other crew members too. Get to know the Tempest again a little bit. Okay, from D-Rider from Reyes Vidal, you surprise me. Didn't think you the type to shoot a man in the back. I may have hid my identity, but you concealed your true nature. If you think this is over, you're mistaken, my friend. You've only prolonged the inevitable. Reyes. Update on Jaw. To Ryder from Lexi. Ryder, thought you should know I spoke to Jaw after some reflection. He seems to accept that the process of exaltation cannot be reversed. I apologize if I was harsh before. I can get a little passionate when it comes to patience and my professional opinion. I know you are only trying to help, and ultimately we both just want what's best for the Tempest crew. I will continue to run tests and study the data you obtain from the CAT facility regarding the exaltation, but right now I must believe what the evidence tells me, which is that the exaltation is permanent. Lexi.
Anything I can help with?
Same thing as before. I've asked all these questions in the past, but we're gonna go through them all again. Andromeda scans?
I'm still fuzzy about how we managed to see Andromeda all the way from home.
The initiative obtained data from an array in deep space, a Geth construct. According to Aridana, the Geth rebuilt a mass relay and turned the approach corridor into an FTL sensor. It operated like a telescope and allowed them, and us, to survey Andromeda all the way from home.
Terraforming.
What do you know about the Remnant's terraforming network?
From what I can tell, the vault is designed to adjust almost everything about a planet. Climate, pH of the soil, atmosphere composition. There's even evidence that it can propagate life. If we can figure out how to control the vaults, we could turn these worlds into perfect habitats.
Your faith.
When did you start believing in a god?
My parents were both scientists. My home was ruled by rationality. So when I became a teenager, let's just say that while other kids found Batarian music, I found God.
But your work as a scientist?
Convinced me even more, especially when I got into molecular biology, physics. The patterns I kept seeing over and over again, they were like an artist's watermarks. God, to me, is an artist, an inventor, not someone checking to see if I brush my teeth.
The Scourge.
What do you know about the Scourge?
We established that it's artificial. Someone put it there. Or they did something that caused its creation. We don't know why. That's still a mystery.
We'll talk later.
I should get back to things.
Sounds good?
I don't believe it! Gil's reconfigured our entire nav array. O'Connell risked a dozen spacewalks putting that in place. Damn it!
Callow, don't.
Take the helm. I've had enough of this.
What?
You don't give a damn what my team and I went through to build this ship.
No, I don't. I care about us surviving out here, and if that means redesigning.
You don't have the right.
What's this about?
All right, let's talk this out. What's going on?
I'm doing my job, and he's undoing it because... Hell if I know.
You weren't here. We had to get all kinds of new tech working in a single starship. 50-hour shifts, epiphanies, accidents. Humans can forget. Solarians can't. To me, it's all still happening. My team is here. Stripping down the Tempest like some broken radio risks everything they suffered to build. Their legacy.
Are you sure that's fair?
If he had the Tempest up on blocks, I might see it.
Look, Callow, your people did a great job, but they're dead. And they couldn't have anticipated half the problems in Helios. Like the Scourge. If we don't adapt, we'll die too. Is that what you want their legacy to be?
Gutting a complex ship out in space isn't adapting. It's irresponsible and disrespectful.
I can't remember which one's which. Pretty sure Gil's the mechanic. Gil is right.
The Tempest is ours now. She has to serve our mission first in whatever capacity we need. Gil, Change whatever you have to.
I wonder,
Okay, good.
in time, will strangers be treating your achievements so carelessly?
Whatever, bro.
Peace and quiet, finally. Thanks, Ryder.
Okay, show's over. Back to it.
Yeah? When's the last time you had a normal conversation?
You have...
Hi there. Just checking in.
What's up?
Your current project.
How's your current project looking?
Both observers are functioning as designed. Mine will never have offensive capabilities like yours. She's just a plaything. Keeps me company. The kind of company I can shut down whenever I want, without hurting its feelings.
Flirting.
I have to admit, when you invited me to your apartment, I thought you might be luring me there for something else.
You thought, or you hoped?
Interesting. Not sure if I'm interested that way. We'll just see how it goes, I guess.
I might have been hoping.
That hope had crossed my mind as well. If Kalinda hadn't intruded, who knows what might have happened.
Who's Kalinda?
Is there more about Kalinda you want to share?
Back home, she was upper crust. An ambassador, respected, living the high life, but miserable. Not built for royalty, she said. With her position, the initiative sought her out as a first contact specialist. First wave out of stasis. Kalinda was the one who got me thawed out early. I'm still grateful for that. But things went south soon. She hurt me. Pretty badly.
What happened?
Oh, let's not drum up that sob story. It's all water under the bridge.
The Tempest crew.
How are you getting along with the team?
I'm keeping it light and pleasant. Even Lexi isn't exactly what I'd expected. And Jal, I'm learning what makes him tick. We're lucky to have an Angara with us. Asari can mate with all Milky Way species. I find myself wondering if that transcends galactic boundaries. I'm certainly not looking to reproduce anytime soon, but he seems like a good guy. What do you think?
Okay. I see. Like I said, I don't really know if I'm into it or not, so... It's just a question, though. What about me?
Are you trying to make me jealous?
Maybe.
Interesting. Meridian.
So what's your take? Is this Meridian what we think it is?
Everything we've seen, each remnant system we've uncovered, is connected to everything else. The bots, the monoliths, the vaults. It stands to reason that activating Meridian will connect the entire network and rekindle terraforming across the cluster.
So you think we're doing the right thing?
Well, yeah.
I'll leave you to it.
Thanks for chatting. We'll talk again later.
You know it.
Kadara is a lifesaver. I'd promised some people some things I wasn't sure I could get. Turns out I can get them all on Kadara. Funny how things work out.
We all gotta survive
I'm
somehow.
just relieved that they didn't die out there without Nexus support.
Throwing people off the boat was hard, but Nexus leadership was desperate. Wasn't a great choice. Lose some people, or lose everything.
Tell me about raising Sid.
I was curious about you and Sid, being on your own from such a young age.
Yeah, I really wouldn't recommend it.
What about your mother?
Where was your mother in all this?
Back on Palaven, I suppose. She was an awful person. All she cared about was climbing the ranks. She and my dad fought all the time. I think at the end they hated each other. When things were really tough, I thought about going back. But she wouldn't have accepted us. Whatever my dad did destroyed any chance of that.
Where'd you live?
Where was home? Palaven?
No, we'd already left Palaven by then. Whatever our dad was involved in meant we weren't welcome there. I hadn't even gone to boot camp yet. Sid was barely a year old. We eventually settled in a mining colony in the Minos wasteland. 2 years later, our dad was gone.
How did you keep you and your sister afloat?
I was barely
This
more
game,
than a
I
kid
guess I
myself,
need
so
to
lots
read
of unskilled work. Construction jobs.
answers.
No one else would do the dangerous stuff, so I would. Being up high, crawling under things. I could shoot a gun, so eventually I moved into smuggling. Even more dangerous, but lucrative. We were never rich, but we got to comfortable.
Otherwise, everything's just getting repeated twice. I think on this game, I'll just let the writer do the talking.
You probably have work to do. We can chat later.
You know where to
I'll
find
probably
me.
still forget and talk sometimes, but it is what it is. Alright, let's debrief. Cool. Debrief. Nice. Okay, this is false flag operation. Would you like to play this Apex mission in multiplayer or send a strike team? I'm just gonna send a strike team. Send the person with the most success, which is Sierra. Or the team, I mean. And then identify the spy. And Tango has an 88% chance of success. Let's do it. Not sure how many. Oh, I have 35 left. Okay. Cool, but now I have another team, Kilo. Adrenaline shots. Cost 25 mission funds. Plus 2 to effectiveness. Nah. Okay. I'm gonna see if they're gonna be good enough for anything. Protect engineering personnel. Kilo has a 78% chance of success. Dope. Let's do it. Oh, I have some rewards, so I might as well collect them all. Sweet. A lot more credits, dope. Wait, is that mission credits or what? Oh no. Okay. Just credits and resources and shit. I don't know half of what I'm doing here, but it's doing something. Alright, that's probably good for now. Alright.
Be careful around the ship, okay?
He'd better watch the capacitors or he'll end up extra crispy.
Yeah? When's the last time you had a normal conversation?
This is a normal conversation.
No. This is you trying to figure me out, categorize my flaws, put a label on me.
That isn't.
Everyone on this ship is an experiment to you, and I've got no interest in being a guinea pig.
Sam, you all good? Why can't I?
What can I do for you, Pathfinder?
Alright, I
Probably have
thought I
work to
could,
do. We can chat later.
resolve some kind of
You know where to
conflict
find
or
me.
something, but I guess not.
So the Angara were fighting their own this whole time. Fuck.
Wonder how Jarl's taking it.
Not well.
Hey, Ryder. What's the story?
Are you sure you can keep the Scourge damage under control?
Never seen anything like the Scourge. What it does to our tech. It's keeping me on my toes, but that's when I do my best work. In a way, I guess I'm grateful.
Are you just telling me what I want to hear so I don't freak out?
Oh, of course not. Don't worry, Ryder. You're in good hands.
How's your friend Jill doing?
Good. Busy. Apparently, prepping multiple species for procreation is a lot of work. Who knew? Waiting to get it all started was killing her. Now she's being shot out of a cannon, so to speak.
How does it feel seeing the Nexus come together?
It's starting to cook. Be what it was meant to be. For the longest time, I never thought that would happen. And we're making it happen, Ryder. I'm really proud to be part of that.
Out with it already. What's the deal with you and Callow? Anything I should be concerned about?
Twist my arm, why don't you? It's contrasting styles more than anything. He's a blueprint guy. I'm gears and guts. Got ink on his digits, not grease up to his elbows. If you didn't have me to balance him out, you might be in trouble. Heck, maybe that goes both ways.
Regale me with some poker wisdom.
Okay, poker 101. If you have a monster hand, sure to win, don't bet too hard. Try not to scare your opponent away.
Good talking to you, Gil.
Anytime.
Hey, kid.
What's it like to have Kesh as a granddaughter?
Kesh is my Rushan, child of my blood. Raised her myself. Damn proud of her, too. She did good, even with me for a granddad.
She's honest. Definitely blunt.
She had to take after me in some ways, I guess.
Did Lexi brief you on Sam and squad connectivity yet?
Yeah. You want to hook that thing up to my comms, sure, but that's where it stops. Putting an AI in your head, giving it access to everything like that, it's begging for trouble.
I'd like to know more about you.
Fire away.
How did you and Vetra meet?
Huh, that's right. Your father brought you into the project pretty late, didn't he? Must have been a pretty steep learning curve since they thawed you out.
You could say that.
You make do with what you get. Anyway, I met Vetra back when we were building the Nexus. She swiped supplies I was trying to get for Kesh right under my nose. I tried to intimidate her into turning them over to me, and let me tell you, that Turian takes shit from no one.
I'm inclined to believe
I
that.
have no problems believing that.
Yeah, she told me off good. But here's the best part. She waited until I saw her again in Kesh's office, no less, to tell me she'd been working for Kesh all along. They're both still laughing at me over that.
Tell me more about the Krogan colony.
My clan's there. We also got some scouts looking for any unclaimed territory to grab up. Got a decent setup going. Self-sustainable, the works. Even some farming.
Farming? Krogan farm?
Food's food. Just because we can eat anything doesn't mean we gotta settle for scraps. I'm pretty fond of Corcrow roots myself. Takes a while to chew through those.
So, about all this combat experience you have, I'd love some details.
Ha! The list will be shorter if you ask me what experience I don't have. I've been doing this for a long time now. Centuries. Shit, well over 1,000 years. Don't even know how I'm still alive, to be honest.
Skill?
You need luck to be a merc. Skill, sure, but a whole lot of luck. And a really hard head.
Got any stories or advice to share?
Does a pyjak scratch its butt?
You mentioned that people generally don't like being set on fire?
I was hoping you'd ask. So, about 400 years ago, give or take a decade, me and my outfit were pinned down during a skirmish with another merc group. So I pull off my usual stunt, charge ahead and breach their barricade. Pop my flamethrower and get ready to let go. Only to see them all screaming and running away. Turns out, I crashed through a shipment of Turian brandy on my way in. Never even noticed I was on fire. But they sure did. Never seen a pack of mercs panic that badly before.
Tell me more about fighting Ket.
Shoot stuff and don't die. Always works for me.
Great advice.
Now that we've been digging, it's clear you were right about Spender.
Guy like that'll do anything to get ahead. Just wonder how far he went.
I don't even remember who Spender is, so.
We can talk more later.
Sure.
Wait, Lexi, your dad was Turian? That explains so much.
What's that supposed to mean?
You know, how uptight you are.
I am not uptight. Not even 300 years old and fussing at us like a matriarch. I'm a doctor. Fussing's part of the job.
Cereal crumbs. Lots of them. Something's nesting here. Something that likes cereal. I wonder, we've probably got materials to build a humane trap and catch it.
Ryder?
What did you do while you were part of the Asari military?
4 years in a commando unit called Talane's Daughters. Part of the Council's cross-species military integration initiative. You probably had a more exciting time defending that Arcturus relay. But we did good work. Peacekeeping is a full-time job, even in Asari space.
So,
Every civilization needs its defenders.
And the defenders usually match their civilization. Like Asari huntresses being adaptable as hell. Makes you wonder what our militia will look like in 100 years.
You were in the Alliance before you became a huntress, right? What made you join up?
My biotics. I was still living on my parents' cargo freighter when they manifested. Untrained biotic power on a starship means accidents. But we couldn't afford a tutor. The Alliance had implants, the training, everything.
Did you come out here with anyone? Maybe someone you served with?
I had my fun on shore leave. Nothing serious, though. Asari huntresses figure things out, but I was there for soldiering, not romance.
Does that mean fraternization is okay for Asari commandos?
It'll happen, but usually only for one deployment. Asari don't usually stay with each other long term. After your 500th birthday, you learn some self-control.
How's the search for the Asari Ark going?
Those nav points are set. I'm ready if you are.
Any more commando war stories?
We once infiltrated a dangerous cult by posing as new initiates. Valenza hated it. She was like our padre. The cult, that perversion of faith, really upset her.
How did you stop them?
Nasira pretended that Valenza needed to be purified of evil. She was given a private audience with the cult leader. Valenza shot her, and then prayed for her.
See you later, Cora.
I'll be here.
Just off to the cargo bay if you need me.
you know what? I'm gonna read that one because I don't know if that is new or not. Lost found hot patch gun. Lost this from my workbench yesterday, and I'm really hoping it didn't fall through the deck plating. Gil. I borrowed it to fix a loose sole on my boot. I'm almost done. Liam. Liam, can I grab that quickly after? Need to patch a strap. Cora. Oh, the pilot seat cushion just needs a quick fix too. Gallo. That would really help the rickety shelf I've got down here. Vetra. I built another hot patch gun. You guys can fight over that one. Looks pretty good like that. We're just gonna go with that. Let's do this one for now. Andromeda viability, planetary viability. Eos is 92% fold, 100% Havaral, 98% Kadara, 77%, and unknown 0%. Stress test to Ryder from Callow. Hello, Ryder. Quite the rescue. The Tempest isn't intended for these kinds of operations, but she's performing splendidly. Not that I encourage you risking your life for stress tests or anything. Still well done. I spoke to the Masha when I happened past Med Bay. She left an impression, I must say. Patient, but remarkably driven. It's easy to see how she withstood the pressures of torture in that place. Sometimes I wonder what my people could do with a bit more time to be patient. Callow. Wait. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. I didn't even know you could do that, though. Respec station. Nah, I'm good on that, too.
Everything all right?
Oh, yes. PB and I were just having a debate.
That's one word for it.
You mean argument?
No, that would be unprofessional.
If you say so.
Ryder, do you think I'm uptight? No, never mind. Don't answer that. Let's just talk about something else.
How do you think the crew is holding up?
I'm happy to share what I can without violating patient confidentiality. Anyone in particular? I sort them in their files and my brain by species.
Why do you sort them that way?
Just easier for me to see patterns in behavior.
How do you think the human crew members are handling things?
There's a lot of them.
Gil?
Gil likes to use humor as a defensive technique. He'd rather bury himself in the Nomad than tackle emotions head on.
Suvi okay?
Suvi's strong sense of faith keeps her grounded. I'm not spiritual, but there's a beauty in how her mind rationalizes religion and science.
How's Liam?
A handful. Every time I patch him up, he breaks something new. Liam's we can't lose attitude is commendable. But I worry how he'll react when something does go wrong.
How's Cora doing?
Cora's commando training makes her think Asari have all the answers. Just because we live longer doesn't mean we can't screw up. It just means we have more time to make mistakes.
I'd like to check in on the non-human crew.
Ask away.
Tell me about Vetra.
Vetra's used to having someone depend on her. I think that's why she's so resourceful and likes providing for other people. That being said, I think she could use a little me time.
How's our Solarian?
He's quite the gossip. Tight-lipped about himself, though.
Is Drac good?
That old bastard's always good. I've never met anyone who can be so stubborn and so appreciative.
Is PB all right?
She's avoiding me. Probably thinks I'll poke her with a needle if she gets too close.
To be fair, you're always giving me shots.
Not in the hallway.
Is Jal doing okay?
He's adjusting. The rest of us have at least some understanding of each other's cultures. But to Jal, we're all outsiders. It's a lot to take in. I'd say he's doing pretty well.
Thanks for the insight. How long have you and Harry been friends?
I remember when he didn't complain about arthritis. We met at a medical convention on the Citadel. He was moderating a panel on neurosurgery in low-gravity environments. His name card was crooked, but he was so damn confident, I knew we'd be friends.
How did you get into medicine?
My mum was a dancer on Omega. Dad was a bouncer. I'd patch him up after busy nights. Discovered I had steady hands. They put every credit they earned into my education.
Are they here in Helios?
No. Both died in a turf war. Made leaving the Milky Way behind easier.
So how did a sorry doctor end up on the human ark?
Specialist in alien anatomy, remember? That includes humans. Also, Harry insisted. Maybe he always intended to switch jobs.
I'll let you get back to it.
I'll be here if you need me.
You've got this. You don't need an old man a few hundred years your junior to tell you you're ready for this. I'll do it anyway, because I know it's true. You keep your riders safe, and I'll do the same with mine. Harry. Okay, where the fuck is Jaw at?
So, you
There he
gained
is.
Ezra's trust. No easy feat.
Trust, but not approval.
I still don't think he likes me.
That's just his way. You should be more worried about the Rokar.
Ephra made it seem like you had experience with them.
I know their leader, Aksul. We studied together under the Moshai. But unlike me, he was a good student. The best, actually.
Then he knows about Remnant?
He did. It's a long story.
Give me the short version.
Aksul was captured by the Ket. He spent a year in a forced labor camp before he managed to escape.
A year, that's terrible.
I can't imagine what he must have gone through.
He has scars that would give you an idea. When Aksul returned, he no longer cared about the Remnant, or anything, except destroying the Ket.
Why not join the Resistance?
Aksul's not the type to follow orders. And I think he was bitter we weren't able to rescue him.
So he formed the Rokar.
We didn't give them much thought. But since your people arrived, his cause has grown.
I convinced Ephra I'm not a threat. Maybe I can do the same with Aksul.
I admire your courage. But Aksul's dangerous, and he lacks Ephra's pragmatism. He'll make you want to kill him.
I have to try.
If Helios is to be your home, I guess you'll have to deal with the Rokar one way or another. There's a recluse on Havarul who escaped with Aksul from the Ket. Her name is Thordir. She might know how to contact him. I'll send you the nav point.
Dope.
Aksul is very cunning. We can't underestimate him. My mothers are worried sick about the cousins that joined him.
I want to learn more about your species.
What would you like to know?
How long have you had electromagnetic capabilities? How did they evolve?
No idea. Biology doesn't interest me, but I'm sure you can easily read up on it.
That's disappointing. No biology at all?
How do your eyeballs work?
Okay, I get your point. Maybe I can find an Angara doctor to ask about your... whatever.
Although, I used to know some facts, like the origins of our vestigial organs.
Oh yeah, humans have a coccyx, a vestigial tail, and I have webbed toes, just a couple, but Sarah doesn't. And she had wisdom teeth, but I didn't. Now you.
No idea.
The Angara seem so open and free with their feelings.
Are we? We're certainly not ashamed of our feelings. We're taught that feelings and beliefs should live on the outside, where they can be dealt with, honestly and openly.
Don't people get hurt?
Of course. Then everyone deals with it. That's the point.
How many colonies do you have? On what planets?
Since the Scourge, we've managed to survive on a small number of planets. What we know from before the Scourge is mostly oral history. We did have spaceflight, and the stories tell of 5 original colonies.
You studied with Moshae Sefa. Is she a teacher or a religious figure?
She's many things. She's a clear thinker with deep knowledge and insight. She teaches and inspires. She's beloved. I love her.
Many Angaras.
People are willing to die for her. She sounds pretty special.
She is. I hope you get to know her.
Well, enough about that. Can I ask you a few more questions?
Of course.
Did you always want to be a fighter? Did you study anything particular in school?
No. I don't like to talk about it. But I'm not a fighter. Not really. The Ket occupation creates chaos. So our education is chaotic. I'm not really anything. But that's an excuse. The truth is, I don't know what I want. Yet. For my life. At my age. I hope being here will inspire me.
Can you tell me about your family? Assuming you have one.
Sit down. This will take time. Is someone bringing us snacks and drinks?
Whoa, your family's that big?
I have one true mother, Sahuna, and more than 5 additional mothers, and many, many, many siblings, and cousins, all raised together. Our families constantly change and evolve. Relationships come and they go. My father is gone, taken, or killed by the Ket. We never found his body.
I'm sorry about that, Jarl. I understand. I just lost my dad.
Something in common between aliens, then. We are fatherless, yet we fight on. Anything else you want to ask?
Do Angara plan their futures? Do you dream about what you want to accomplish?
You put plan and dream in the same question.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. You meant to do that. Angara thirst for now. We don't strive to make the future better. We strive because the present is lacking.
Well, enough about that. Can you tell me more about the cat occupation?
It's a difficult subject. I'll answer what I can. I may get emotional.
What's living under the cat been like for you?
Do you really want to hear about these things? They're painful.
I asked, didn't I?
It's like living on unstable ground. Every day brings more horrible news. I part company with someone not knowing if I'll ever see them again. When I was a boy, my father vanished from my life. One horrible day.
Was he in the Resistance?
No. He was a technician at a mine. He went to work and didn't come home. That happens for an Angara child somewhere, every single day.
When the cat came, why didn't you fight?
They didn't give us a reason to. Until they did. Then it was too late. Perhaps you think we were weak. But the Ket are ruthless. They are masters at knowing exactly when and how to strike.
I get that, believe me. Have the cat always been here?
No. Some, like the Moshai, are old enough to remember the time before the Ket. But I don't. Nor do my mothers.
And the Archon came with them?
We think so. Resistance intel on that is unclear, and few have seen him in person.
And lived to tell?
And lived to tell.
Well, enough about that. Do you have a mate? A partner?
I don't. Not for a long time.
Not for a long time.
I fell in love with a girl once. Aliyah. We were young. I was young. It was my first vassal on Aya. We worked on the same farm. She was a little older. A researcher. I can still hear her laugh and see her eyes. She kissed me and I was hers. Thrilled and seduced.
But it didn't work out?
My older brother came to Aya. He was already famous in the Resistance.
Not for a long time.
Oh, oops.
I fell in love. My older brother came to Aya. He was already famous in the Resistance.
Where's Aliyah now? Did she and your brother work out?
They came back to Haval, and she joined our family. She became one of the mothers.
You have to see her every day?
No.
That's awkward.
They were taken by the Ket.
Oof.
Their children survived.
Well, enough about that. I'll see you later, Jal.
Stay strong and clear.
Alright. Better get the quest done now. Just talking to
I've run all
everybody.
the tests. It's non-toxic.
I guess I
If we're
can
going to
check
live
other
here,
shit.
someone has to take the plunge and actually try to eat things.
Dr. Tapero, please do something.
Don't do it.
What's she
Jimmy.
eating?
You told on me. I thought we were friends. You, sir, are uninvited from all my parties.
Now I gotta go, like, color my armor again, though, because now I've switched up my armor. Wait, where's my... Yeah, it's the other way. Wait, how do I get there again? There we go. Let's do it.